So I guess the song that put us on was how obviously would be How I Could Just Kill a Man.
Something you can't understand. How I could just kill a man.
We were putting out our album, and Sony decided that we should maybe do a double A side. Funky Phil one would be part of the A side. Kill a Man was second part of the A side. Because Kill a Man was such a such a controversial type song, they wanted to go with the safe one, so they put out Funky Phil one first, and it kind of got a little bit of response, but it just wasn't resonating, you know what I mean? So it was kind of floating out there, but it wasn't really doing much, and I don't know exactly why, but the DJs kept interested in us, and they flipped it to the second A side, you know, which was How I Could Just Kill a Man. And Kill a Man started to get traction, you know, mix show DJs started to play How I Could Just Kill a Man, and we started hearing about this. We were on mad promotional tours. We were on tour with Naughty by Nature, and they had OPP out at the time, and we were brothers with them still to this day, you know, went into hip hop honors together and all that. At that time they were the #1 group. They wanted to bring us on the road, so we were on the road doing promo shows with Naughty, opening up for them, and you know, the song caught heat. Eventually, you know, it caught so much heat that when they were making the movie Juice, I think it was Hank Shockley and Chuck D who you know, I don't know if they were doing the score of the movie or, you know, they were a part of it somehow. Them two guys were instrumental in getting How I Could Just Kill a Man to be in the scene where, you know, they come off the elevator into the party and Kill a Man is playing, and, you know, Tupac's character had just, you know, shot off some shots at Omar Epps' character coming out of the elevator, and you know, chased him through the club, and How I Could Just Kill a Man was playing through the whole time. And you know, it tripped me out, because that's when things really started to change, because I mean, you know, the song was so impactful in the movie, you know, when we went to see it at the screening, and I had never seen this but for one other movie, like Crush Groove or something, when Run DMC came on and did a certain song, you know, but people got up in the theaters and started fucking dancing in the motherfucking rows. It tripped me out. I was like, is this shit really like happening? You know, motherfuckers are getting up out of their seats and like dancing to How I Could Just Kill a Man, like getting pumped up type of shit, you know. And you know, I thought that was cool as fuck, you know. You know, the way that rhyme was done, what a lot of people don't know, and this is why it tripped me out so much, because I didn't think it would have that kind of impact, was that rhyme was 3 different songs. They were my first verse on that is 3 different pieces from different songs that I wrote. Muggs, you know, said, hey, why don't we take a piece of the verse here on this song, and then a piece of this verse over here on this song, and a piece of a verse on this other song, and let's make this, you know, one song. And then I would write the other verses after that. And that's exactly how it came about. Kill a Man was at first called Trigger Happy Nigga, you know what I'm saying? And one of the lines in the song was How I Could Just Kill a Man. Muggs loved that shit, so he was like, let's make that part of the chorus. We'll make it a break and we'll make it a chorus. So we basically chopped that song up, and there was 3 different style patterns in there, pretty much in the rhyme scheme. And it was a little bit different at that time, you know. People weren't rapping in that pocket at that point, you know what I mean? So I think it took people by surprise because of the style in which we were rapping it. I think my voice was another factor, you know, the high pitched, annoying, weird type of voice, you know what I'm saying? Fortunately, you know, people liked it, and the DJs loved it and started flipping it. So there was a lot with that song, a lot that it took to put it together. And then, you know, the fact is, you know, what people might have heard from it when they heard it for the first time. They thought maybe we were glorifying violence, but we weren't doing that. There was a message in there, you know, and some people got it, some people didn't, but it turned to a big song for us. And after that, man, it just exploded. We were getting shows everywhere, and How I Could Just Kill a Man just would get phenomenal reaction. And I think we're probably one of a few groups, and there are other groups that this has happened for, but we're one of the few that had a major rock band remake one of our songs, and Rage Against the Machine doing How I Could Just Kill a Man. So that's how impactful that song was. I mean, you know, it's a meaningful song to us to this day. We got to do the video to it in New York, 4 different parts of New York, so a lot of people thought we were from back east when we released that video. They pulled us off the Naughty by Nature tour. You know, we were going and going, and Sony figured out a pocket of time that we had to where they could pull us off the road, come film How I Could Just Kill a Man and Hand on the Pump in New York City, and then roll back out on the tour. It was real grueling shit, but you know, we got it off, and you know, we kept working ever since, man. You know, so that's the story of How I Could Just Kill a Man.